Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the first episode of Death Pile Reveal. In this series of videos, I'm going to grab items from my death pile, which is kind of like going shopping again all over. We're going to pull stuff out of the bag, and we're going to look at it, and we're going to look it up, and we're going to say, was this a good purchase or a bad purchase? And then we're going to decide how much to list it for and how much to charge shipping for it and which platform to list it on. All right? So let's get started. Whoa! Hey, who knows what that is? It's a Goodwill bag. Yes, I have many of them around my house. It's quite spectacular, I must say. However, that is part of the process. If you're going to start a reselling business, you gotta buy stuff to resell, right? Am I right? Who agrees? All right, I'm being silly, but let's see what this is. Now, before we go any farther, let me just share with you that at this point in my business, which is very, very new, meaning it hasn't done much yet as far as making a profit. I have been very good at sourcing, sort of. Good is a relative term. I have done a lot of sourcing, and I typically get the stuff and then I don't list it. So now I have things purchased from 6 months ago here that haven't been checked out, things purchased 2 days ago locally that haven't been checked out, and I don't get something, bring it home, process it, list it, file the receipt and all of that. So at this juncture, my goal is to get through the death pile before I buy any more stuff. That's the goal. I haven't been able to quite follow that plan, but I will. And which means that these individual items, as I find them, may or may not have a receipt nearby. Chances are they don't. So what we're going to do is see what's in this bag. Ta-da! I have no idea. That's the exciting part. It's been so, even though it might have been just a few days ago, yes. What is this? And it's going to have a price tag on it, which is helpful when it comes time to do the calculations to see if I made a good purchase or a bad purchase. And here it is. This was a relatively recent purchase. This is College Fund. A cute. I mean, isn't this cute? It's a jar with a little pop-off place, and it was $2.99. And of course, at Goodwill, they do their darndest to cover up the brand, the signature. They don't want you to be able to Google it quickly and figure out what it's worth. But this has a sticker. It says Pennies from Heaven, so that's the name of it. It's the College Fund Bank is the other name of it, and it was made in China, and that's pretty much all I can see without getting the sticker removed. And it has this little cork, so clearly this is a place where you're supposed to put money to help save for college, which is sort of silly because that would pay for like a second of a semester, even if you crammed it with $100 bills. Am I right? Okay, maybe I'm not right, but you get the point. So anyhow, that's the first item, and I'm going to re-edit the video later to slip in information about the comps on this, but right now I'm set up to just grab stuff. So let's get the next item. Okie dokie. So I have my coffee in my favorite sunny yellow mug, and I got this goldenrod tablecloth at a thrift store. And every time I see it, I feel happy. I don't know what it is about yellow. It just, especially the golden yellows, they just make me feel good. And so these are actually several items. I don't know if you do this, but sometimes I buy baskets while I'm shopping so that I can keep fragile items in my cart from breaking, and then I end up bringing these little baskets home. And so here we have a basket of what looks like 3 mugs, and I do like hard goods. I haven't sold a lot of stuff yet in my career as an eBay / whatever reseller, but of the items I've sold, several have been hard goods, so I think they work. And then I started watching a channel called Avante Avenue, and she's just a wonderful, sweet, adorable, funny, generous person to listen to. So I love her stuff, and she's inspired me to get hard goods and also invest in bookcases so I have places to store them. And when I say invest, I'm talking $10, $15, $20 thrift store / Facebook Marketplace type purchases, the kind of thing that's already built and you can stick it in the back of your car. So I feel like I'm good to go as far as being able to store all my hard goods if and when I ever list them. But here's the first item. Let's check this out. This is a new with tags mug. It says Maid of Honor, which is obviously for a specific purpose. And it says, keep calm, I'm the maid of honor. And it says the same thing on the other side. And then underneath, once again, we have the price. I spent $1.99, which in my spreadsheet, I will simply put $2 because that's a penny and I don't want to take up 3 spaces, actually 4 with the decimal. So I'll put down 2 on my spreadsheet. And what is this? I can't see it. It says, oh, it's like got a little to from tag. So it's not really exactly new with tags because I don't see a price tag here, but I'm not sure. It's a little dinged up. It's a little bent, this card. So again, I don't know if I want to sell it as new per se. Plus it's super dirty, kind of, not really, but it's obviously going to need a washing. Here, that was it. I saw some dirt. See, I don't know what this is, but it looks like something that will come off with the sticker removal tools that we have. And I love the fact that it's got like this separate color on the inside, sort of a pale teal. So it's really pretty with the roses and the fancy lettering. So I'm hopeful this will sell for at least, you know, enough to cover the cost of $2 out the door. Now, one thing you'll notice is that a lot of my purchases are going to be in the $2 to $6 range. It is not, where I live, a place where you can find things for 50 cents or 99 cents very often. So I have to pay a little bit more. So that's the second item. And if you think that's a good choice or that was a good purchase, then make a comment. Let me know. If you've ever sold anything like that, let me know and how much you sold it for. All right, so here's the next item. Now this is, let me just change the camera angle. I hope there's enough light here. I woke up like at 4 in the morning. I thought it was already morning, so I've just been up. And so it's probably what? 5 in the morning now, and there's just no daylight outside, so we're just working off this one little dim incandescent light overhead. Or maybe it's a halogen. Yeah, I don't know. In any case, it's as bright as I can get it, and I don't feel like dragging my other lights over. So apologies if this is a little grainy. In any case, so here we have our next mug, and I have sold mugs of this shape before, or maybe I just sold one mug of this shape before. Okay, just one like this, but I sold it, so I know that the shape has appeal. And then the other thing that intrigued me about this was that there was design on the inside, because that's not normal. You know, usually it's just on the outside, so that's kind of cool. And it's bees. I mean, who doesn't love bees? And they're super pretty, right? You've got just bees on this sort of gingham checkerboard pattern. It's just super, super adorable for a bee lover, and it's hefty. It's not light. And oh, looky here. It's got a signature. Can anybody read that? Alicia. Oh my gosh, I need my special glasses. Tormy? Alicia Tormy? We'll have to try to find that. We'll Google it, or eBay reseller check it. And then look, there's more stuff here. Oh, it's got a name. Okay, so it's a Bug Me by Alicia Tormy. I'll find the exact spelling and we'll peel that off. It's a special brand. It's stoneware. Stoneware is cool. Dishwasher, microwave safe. So I think this will sell for more than $2. Now, how much more? That remains to be determined. So what do you think? Good purchase or bad purchase? Now, good for me is that I make a profit of any kind whatsoever after expenses, as far as shipping and eBay fees. We're not going to calculate the time I spent or the gas or any of those other things right now. We're just looking for other sales. So next, other profits, I mean. Next, I have this bag of, and it was $4, which is a lot of money. Probably overspent on this one. But look how adorable. Oh, it is so grainy. I'm gonna stop right now and be brave and drag over a studio light, because I feel bad for you guys. There, that's probably too bright. But it's a little less grainy. And let's continue. So, coffee, coffee, coffee first. I sure need that. All right, so here we are. We have their ceramic. We already saw the price. Now, one of the problems that I have is that I'll take these little price tag thingies in this bag and I'll toss it aside and forget how much I paid for this, which is why I can't do too many of these openings without stopping and going to the second stage, which is the actual listing on the spreadsheet, Googling researching the comps, and then assigning a SKU, right? Giving an estimate, a guess when this was purchased, where it was purchased from. This is clearly a Goodwill sticker because of the other things that we saw. So anyhow, if I forget, you guys help me remember, I paid $4 for these. Okay, so the goal is to make a profit. So that means I can't sell them for $5 and make a profit. So I'll have to sell them for more. Now, exactly how much more, I haven't done the math. I'm not exactly sure how to do this. I've been sort of just guesstimating, and again, I could certainly use advice from anybody who's more experienced, that has more knowledge in these matters, how much you would list these for, regardless of their value, just to make a profit. Does that make sense? Okay. So, of course, if you just put them up there and wait forever and ever, eventually somebody will possibly buy them for whatever price you have, if it's not overly extreme. So the other reason I bought these was because they both had their little doohickey bottoms, which is kind of useful in the salt and pepper land. Now, the other thing that confused me about these, however, though, is that there's no difference between the two. They each have the same holes, the same size of holes. So, you know, which one is for salt and which one is for pepper, right? I've also noticed that I've seen some salt and pepper shakers with huge holes for salt and pepper, and that seems to be just something that happens. I don't know if that's just the style. Now, another question I have is, how old are these? Are these current? Are these new? So let's see if we can read the fine print. There's some fine print down here. You guys see that? I cannot read that. Italy. Oh my goodness. Okay, well that's a good thing. I think that's what it says. No, I'm not sure if that's what it says. Okay, hang on. I have to pull it close to my face. Okay, this one is more complete. Can you guys read that? Oh, I recognize that name. I can't pronounce it, but I certainly recognize it. False-Graf. Yeah, okay, not Italy, but almost as good. Kind of. It's a brand of quality ceramics. I assume I have to do some research on it, but they sell for a little bit more than just your generic China brands. So hopefully this is worth, you know, enough to make a small profit. So we'll put those aside. That's probably a decent, but I'm going to keep this with it because there's no sticker otherwise, and I might forget. So these are my 4 items that I have so far. And there's one more item in the mug, in this basket here. And it's another mug. And let's see what this is. Okay. Here we go. Let me get these out of the way so we can concentrate. One purchase at a time. All right, so what do you guys think of this? I think this is kind of different. There's like gold almost on the designed into the edges of this cup, on the handle. See that? Sort of a glittery gold. It's kind of small, it's delicate, there's no cracks. It's dirty, but there's no cracks as far as I can tell. And now for the reveal. How much did I spend? And see if we can figure out who made it. 99 cents. Okay, I lied. Occasionally something is 99 cents. It definitely was a good price. And I'm going to have to turn you off again so I can pull it close to me so I can try to read what it says. Okay, I'm back. And we're going to get that sticker off. What I like to do is just hit it for a second or two with the heat gun first, kind of until I start to smell that's enough. Don't really smell it in the air. Usually you can smell the scent of burning glue from the adhesive. And then the old Scotty peeler. Now I need to remember that I paid 99 cents for this. So let me take it off. Okay, the sticker is gone, and I've made a little note of the purchase location, its price, and approximately when I bought it. And I could not read the label with my naked eye, but with the help of the loop form line, the one I bought, which is kind of nifty because you can attach it to your keychain and carry it with you in the stores or whatever, I was able to see that this is, can you guys see that? Pip Home, made in China. And then the tiny little print, it's hard to read, but it said porcelain. Let's see if we can get that to focus. Passionate, inspirational, oh, for heaven's sakes, products. This is a real task, just trying to read this so you know what to put in the labels. Designed by Pip, sweet Pip. And what does it say? Porcelain. So we definitely can call it a designed by Pip porcelain mug with, I wish I knew the right words for the description of this, the keywords. Floral, ribbons, filigree, golden filigree, delicate. You guys help me out. How would you describe this mug? But it's different, and it's definitely going to sell for more than 99 cents. Again, we haven't done the comps yet. If there are any comps to get a clear idea. But one thing that I've learned from, again, Vicky and Avanti Avenue is that you don't have to race to the bottom and go with the most recent sales price. You can list it higher and be patient, and eventually somebody will, if it's not egregiously overpriced, it has some desirability, which I think this mug does. Eventually someone will buy it. So especially, you know, it's really pretty. So I'm happy with that purchase. And again, I don't want to forget how much I paid for it. And since I've already removed the sticker, that's going in there. Next, I've already found a use for the basket. I can hold my trusted Scotty peeler, the loop, a pen. Nifty, right? All right, so the next item is this lovely I guess it's a butter dish, but it's for like 2 giant things of butter, or maybe country butter if you make it yourself in a big block. And it needs to be cleaned, yuck. And here is the price with lid. So I spent $5 for this item with its lid and base. Yeah. All right. And here is the brand. Here's the bottom. Swees. No, Smees. Is that a W or an M? It's hard to tell. I'll look it up and it'll either be a W or an M. I think it's, I can't tell. It could be a W or an M. Smees or Swees. We'll find out soon enough. It's microwave and dishwasher safe, eco-friendly, and lead-free. Well, so it's super, super cool. I wouldn't know how to describe it as far as style, but it's kind of almost mid-century to me, Dansk-like. But in any case, I spent, as we saw, $5, and I think I can definitely get more than $10 for that. So it's heavy, so I have to definitely charge shipping, and right now I'm doing that on everything pretty much that I've listed on eBay. I charge shipping, calculated shipping, because I don't want to get stuck holding the bag, ending up doing all this work just to pay someone for the privilege of buying something from me. Does that make sense? I don't want to do that. All right, so right now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 items. Shall I continue? All right, just a few more, and then we'll switch to the research mode to see how we did. And now for the next item. It's a cookie jar. A cookie jar. It is a King Arthur. Oh, it's not a cookie jar. It's a King Arthur. It's a pre-cookie jar. It's where it's for flour. It's a flour canister jar. Use it as a cookie jar. Ceramic. And I remember looking up the comps on this while I was in the store, and there were a lot of these out, listed and sold. They didn't sell for a lot of money, but it was $5, and it seemed like enough at the time to justify purchasing it. So let me take a closer look at this. The brand is Chantal, Chantal, and it shows that it's a quart, or how many liters, 0.94 liters, and the rest of the information doesn't look terribly useful as far as valuation. So this appears to be in good shape. There's no obvious chips or dings on the bottom. I haven't opened it yet. I'll have to remove the tape. I doubt if the inside is damaged, so well, let's just assume this is in perfect condition, and let's get to the next item. Right, so here's the last item we're going to do in this series before I start researching the values. And I remember buying this without the ability to look up comps, because my phone had gotten down to 1 power, you know, it was like 1%, and I had to turn it off in case there was an emergency and I needed a phone to call 911 or something. So I didn't check this. This feels like, I don't know what it's called, resin. It's or some sort of plastic, but it's super sturdy. It's not like flimsy plastic. It might be the same stuff they make the home interiors, Sirocco type things with, but I don't know. And it's an Illinois Abe Lincoln Land of Lincoln plate. And it's got all this cool, you know, carving. It's very cool. And then it was $3, and it's got a signature on it. You guys read that? L-U-G something. L-U-G-I. Is that an I? An E? Lugenis? Okay, we're going to have to find it. Hopefully it's a common enough name that we'll find an example. And it was made in the United States. It says, sorry, my fingernails are dirty, Branson, Missouri. Branson, Missouri. So it's not a made in China item. It's got these little legs. It's a 3-legged tray. So it's not meant to hang on a wall. It's meant to sit on a table. And then it's not scratched up or dinged in any way. So it's in good condition. And that's it. Again, I paid $3. Now, keep in mind, I'm over 55, so I get the senior discount. So everything I buy, I get 10% off, which is another reason why I have no qualms with listing $3 instead of $2.99. On my spreadsheet every time I put down a price for something that I paid 0.99 cents for. Does that make sense? Okay, so I will switch gears now, and the next time you see me on this video, we are going to be talking about comps. Oh, in the meantime, if you have any predictions, experiences, if you've sold any of these items, if you want any of these items, if these are things that you would buy if you saw them on eBay, whatever your feelings are about any of these items, let me know in the comments below, and sit tight for a second. Through the magic of video editing, it really will be just a second. Okay everyone, I'm back, and we're gonna start by of researching the comps on the Pennies from Heaven college fund jar. And let's see if I can get this lined up so you can see what I'm seeing. This is in lieu of me learning how to, you know, show it a different way. We're gonna just do it old school. I'll have my computer out and you can see what I can see, hopefully. Let's focus this in a little bit bigger. All right, so this is Deborah Jordan Bryan. I love how other people do the work for you. College fund, Pennies from Heaven. Here is the only active I find, and it's they're asking $14.99. It obviously hasn't sold yet for that, but there's only one of these listed. So now let's do the comps, meaning sold listings, and see if any have sold. Yes, oh my goodness, okay. But don't get too excited because it says free shipping. So $19.95 plus free shipping, which isn't a great deal because the shipping on the other one was like $11. Shipping's a major stumbling block as far as I'm concerned because it seems to vary depending on who you're shipping it to. With anything fragile, it seems like you're, especially this size, even though it doesn't weigh very much, it's going to go in a box. It's going to be, I don't think it's going to be first class, but that's the other thing we need to check is how much does this guy weigh, right? So while I'm processing or entering things, the way I process is I do the comps, then I enter it in a spreadsheet, which I'll show you in a minute. And I have this handy dandy kitchen scale, which I keep around for just a quick weight. I have a bigger one that has the screen where you see the numbers separate from the scale for items that are too big that would cover up this digital display here. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's a 000 right now. So let's see how much she weighs. Okay, I have it set to ounces right now. So she weighs 9.69 ounces, which is the same as 10 ounces. Sorry, yes. Anything 9.5, anything bigger, anything 9.1 even, you just up, I always go up to the next increment. So 10 ounces, which is darn close to 16. By the time you add packaging and bubble wrap and protective, you're going to be over a pound. So this is not going to go first class. So shipping is a good question on this. And we saw that active, the active one was 11 something for shipping. So she was asking $14.95. Let's see if there's any other sales. This is only sold once before in the last 90 days. I think that's how long eBay does it. So this is going to be a long tail item, meaning it would probably take a while before it sells. And I'm going to probably list it for I'm not sure. How much did we pay for this again? $3. So if I sold it for $15 plus shipping, I'm making a profit. But since there haven't been that many of these sold, and soon this one will fade away from the listings, and the other one will be the only comp, assuming it does sell. You know what? I'm just gonna come up with a number. I haven't decided yet, but probably between $15 and $20 plus shipping. I'm gonna do calculated shipping because I don't want to get stuck having to spend $15 for an item that I sold for $15. Does that make sense to do free shipping? I don't like free shipping, at least not yet in my career as an eBay seller, if you want to call it a career. I'm sure I don't want to call it a career, not yet. But in any case, you got what I'm saying. So I would say there's definitely going to be money made on this eventually, even if I have to take a best offer of $12. It's still after eBay listing fees, I'm gonna make a little bit of a profit on this. So I would say this was a good purchase. Good enough. Next item. Okay, I could not, let's see if I can get this to focus. I could not find a comp for the Maid of Honor. It turns out when I was reading the label, the to from label, it's a 10 Strawberry Street brand, which you can see here, Strawberry Street is the term used, Strawberry Street Wedding. It's also a Bride Keep Calm mug, and here was a mother of the groom version of this. So there could be a whole series of these people buy for their wedding, which might make this desirable. If they've got, you know, a couple of the other type, they might want to find this one. So I hold out hope that it will sell. This person had it listed for $22, and then they did a sale at 35% off and sold it for $14.30. They charged $8.99 shipping. I assume that covered their costs. I don't know exactly. I haven't really mastered the art of cheap mug shipping yet, but perhaps I will. So I'm hopeful that, again, since this only cost $2, that I will make a profit if I can sell it for $15 or more. And I will start probably around $22 or somewhere in that range as well. And be patient and hold out for that person who's looking just for this item. The whole Strawberry Street series of mugs. So I'd say it has some potential. I'm happy with that purchase. What do you think? Oh, and I forgot to weigh it. Let's see how much it weighs. This weighs 14 ounces, so it's almost a pound right before you even get it near a box. So I'd probably charge more than $8.99 shipping. Why is it so dark? I need to turn the studio lights back on. Sorry, guys. All right, that's a little better. Next. I'm not sure if I recorded this or not. I forgot to do the measurements, and this is 14, can you see that? 14 ounces, so almost a pound before it even goes near a box and packaging. So I would definitely probably estimate more than $8.99 for shipping. I'll probably list it in the $20 range somewhere, and with best offer, and see what I can get for it. All right, time to get the sticker off on this Buggy mug so I can read whatever the brand name is, so I can do the research on this. And that time I smelled I could smell the smell of melting adhesive. Okay, so now we can read that it says Alicia Tormey Designs. Signature Housewares Incorporated Stoneware. So now I'm going to Google that and see. I Google it, eBay it, and see what we got. All right, here's this Alicia Tormey. Before we even get to the Bug Me mug, just when you type in Alicia Tormey, she has her own category, or there's like 36 different items for her. The Bug Me Bee Latte Coffee mug, the Dragonfly mug. They don't sell for a lot, so they're like, as much as they're adorable, they're lower. They're like a lower end brand, at least so far. So the most I've seen, we have one that sold for $10.39. They asked $12 and didn't get it. They took a discount. They took a best offer at $10.39. A Dragonfly version took a best offer at $8. Another B sold for $5.70, but they charged $13.99 shipping. I don't know if they made any profit on shipping. Another one with Ladybug sold for $9. And then if you sell them as a set, they sell for like 4 for $30, less than $30, 2 for $14. So they don't sell for a lot. So they must be pretty ubiquitous. They must have made a lot of them. But here's one. Okay, so don't give up hope. Here's one that sold for $18.71 with free shipping. So now we're talking my language, right? $18.71. So I might go ahead and still list this for $19.95 or $24. If I'm going to charge shipping though, I don't want to get that high. So I'm not sure exactly where I'll price it, but I just hate doing free shipping because I don't understand it that well. But the ones that ask for free shipping, but see, you just don't know how much it costs them to ship it. If they spent $10 to ship it and they charged $20, that means they only got $10 for it. So yeah, I just can't get caught up in the excitement of these higher numbers when free shipping is offered, because they have to deduct the cost of shipping, and who knows how much they paid to ship it. So I'm going to stick to charging the customer shipping, calculated shipping, and sell it at a price I'm willing to sell it for. So it looks like it's going to sell for anywhere between $5 and $10, not a lot. So this was, I would say, in the future, I will not be picking these up unless they're like a 99 cents. Even then, I don't know. See, I've already forgotten how much I paid for it. But thanks to the note system, ta-da! I know I paid $2. So yeah, even for 99 cents, these are adorable, but I probably won't be picking them up because there are just too many of them and they don't sell for enough. So it's not worth the storage space. Unless I'm going to keep it because it is adorable, or give it as a gift. So that was, I would say this was my one so far. I'm not thrilled with this one, but you learn, right? Okay, let's see what we have next. Oh, and just another tip. While I'm doing this research, I open up a private window and I do a different tab for each one, and that way you just do Control N to open up. Oh no, who knows? Anyhow, I just start a new eBay with, that I'm not logged into for research. And that way when I come back, I'm already on that page. I don't have to retype it. And I can do my last second research before I actually list it. So that's just a little tip for processing, because I'm not ready to enter it into my spreadsheet yet. I'm not ready to list it yet. There's more steps involved. I'm just sharing. Okay. Okay, I'm back. So the next item we're going to do the research on are these false graph salt and pepper shakers. And I can already tell by looking at the actives that these are not a good purchase, okay? Here we have one has 2 bids left today, about 6 hours left. They're asking, it's at $5.50 right now and maybe they'll get another offer since there's 2 bidders. It won't just be that one. It may sell for more than $5.50. Here's one that comes with a napkin holder that they haven't even sold yet for $10, although they are asking $15 in shipping, which isn't that much. Here's the identical ones we have. Well, they're not exactly identical, but very similar, except that mine are red roses instead of a blue flower and a red flower. And it hasn't sold yet for $7.50. I'm not sure how long it's been on the market. Here's another one, $6. So I paid $4, and I'll be lucky to sell it for 7 or 8. And so therefore this is not turning out to be a good purchase. But let's look at the solds just to be sure. Solds. Search. All this time I wasn't showing you the screen. So let me go back. Let me go back. Before I do this, I was talking about it, but I didn't show you the screen. So let me show you the screen this time. Like I was saying, the actives for this type of item. Oh, as an aside, I know you can't really see this very well, but that's clearly the eBay background remover, which is really crappy. It just doesn't look good at all. I'm just laughing at it. I don't like to use the eBay background remover. I use something called Photo Room when I want to have a background removed. It works a lot better. And I pay like $4 a month for it. I'm not even sure. I should know this. Anyhow, I'm happy to pay for it. I don't have a lot of apps, so it's one that I do use on a regular basis, meaning more than once a month. So here's one. It's active for $7.50. It hasn't sold yet. These are cute. You can find the rabbit version. Somebody's trying to get $24. But these basic, mundane, sort of boring ones are not selling for a lot. Here's some at $5.99 with 0 bids and 3 days left. Pretty much similar to mine. The only thing I can say that's different is that all of these that I've seen so far are blue flowers, and mine has this pretty rose, which is a little different and more unique. Might make it worth something, but tea rose. See, even these have the blue and the red. They're not the red rose that I have. None of them are the red rose that I have. They're all this other one, the blue and the little tiny rose. Huh. So maybe I can ask more because mine's a little different. See here, they have some different ones. I don't know what those flowers are, but they're blue roses, okay. It's really bright and dark. Let's take a close look at those. Yeah, those are kind of cool. But they also, they had 2 of them. I don't know. Hard to know what they sold for. So let's stop looking at actives, which are just depressing. Because I want to find my red rose. I don't see it anywhere. Yeah, that's something I'm going to hold out a little hope for. It's different. It's not the same as all these other ones. Every single time, it's the other kind. Nobody has it. All right. All right, so maybe we can get more. So now we're going to look at comps. And for anybody who's brand new at this, you go to Advanced, which is up in the corner. Click on Sold. If you're on your phone, you have to open up More on the screen after you press the 3 dots, I think. And then you just hit Search. I'm using the computer now, obviously. All right, so now this is a little bit more comforting. The actual sold, the first sold we find is $10 plus shipping. So now we're at least making our money back and $1 or so. This one sold for $16, but that was free shipping. So no, don't get excited. If it says free shipping, I'm not even gonna look because that's too much hard work to do the math in my head. Like, oh, okay. I could use my calculator, but well, I really like the way that they look bigger, the way they did the photograph. 13. So for some reason, the solds are doing a lot better than the actives. So which which kind of confirms this theory about the race to the bottom, and there's no reason to go with the current lowest actives, because there are people who are selling stuff for very little. Like here's one, 304 plus shipping at least, but you know, here's one, the same boring one we saw before with the little red and the blue, and it sold for $9 plus shipping. So I'm probably less disappointed than I was, even though there's definitely some, if I'm patient. Finally we find it. Ours, here we go, our first ones. It's called the Secret Rose. How did they come up with that? Does it say it somewhere? Well, I'm probably going to steal this and sell one like it, and try to get, you know, I'll ask 13 or 12, and then best offer take 9 or 10, and or maybe stick with just $10 like they did and not offer a best offer. I don't know how people ship this stuff for $8 or $7. I guess I need to learn how to ship delicate items for cheap like that, because it seems pretty common, $7 or $8 for shipping, although not in every case. Here's somebody who sold one for $23.15 for shipping, but maybe these are bigger. I don't know, that's a lot. If you can see this type, you see these? If you ever see these with the handles, salt and pepper shakers are worth a little bit more. So it wasn't a completely bum purchase. I'm not that disappointed after all. And I'm gonna list it and hold out. It might take a while to sell, but as I said before, the red rose, the Secret Rose, is rarer. Definitely, I mean, I only saw one like that. Let's type in, oh, is this another one? Yes, it's another one. And they did an auction. I just don't want to do auctions. They got one bidder at $6.99, and they only charged $6.99 shipping. Ugh, they did not make a profit. That was, I don't like doing auctions. How do you feel about doing auctions if you do them? Okay, it's Secret Rose. That's definitely the name for it. Here's another one, sold for $8. So let's type that in and see if we can narrow it down. Salt and pepper Secret Rose. All right, so we have $10. Can you guys see this? $10 plus shipping. $7 plus not enough shipping. $8 plus shipping. And then the rest of these are not Secret Rose. So yeah, not as bad as I thought. I'm gonna make a little note, try to get at least $10, ask 10 plus shipping. I'll probably ask more, ask 12, accept 10. And that's kind of my note, right? Ask 12, accept 10 plus shipping. And then it's Secret Rose. But, you know, I paid $4 for this, so getting $10 just feels like hardly worth your time and effort. Okay, so the next item we're going to research is this Pip Home porcelain coffee mug. Fine porcelain. Okay, so I'm going to start with actives just to get a sense of what currently is available. And I see one being offered in a different color scheme, very, very similar otherwise, for $10, eventually $9.95 plus $4 shipping. I don't know how you ship a mug for $4. These guys are asking $15.99 with free shipping. Here's one for $10.50 with regular $8.40 shipping. It's probably going to be the range I go in, and it's just like ours with blue with red roses and gold accents. I like how they describe this one. I'm going to put a heart next to it. Oh, no, I don't want to do that because then it makes me log in. You can't like something in secret mode, apparently. Fine. I was just going to come back to it later, but I'll remember. So $13.50, $9.90 shipping. There's a lot of these. They're not that uncommon. They came in a set. You can see they have a set. They also had like a floral version, which is really pretty. I really like these mugs. So if worst comes to worst, I may just add it to my personal collection. They came in a box like this. These are pretty with the butterflies. They're really pretty. So maybe they'll go up in value someday. But they were not like obscure, or I don't know when they were made. Pretty recently. Look at this one. Gosh, that's so pretty with the bird. I just love it. See, oh, it's a teacup. It's a latte cup. It's really hard to tell. Let's see if we got any other pictures. There's no handle. It's like a handle-free cup. You can't have a latte without a handle. What is it? Oh, look at this. Look at that. I'm sorry, I love birds. Oh, that is so pretty. All right. Getting distracted. Not the way you make money by being distracted. So going back to our process, let's stop with the actives and try seeing if there's any sold. Button and search. Okay, there we go now. Here's somebody who actually sold it for $7 and shipped it for $4. I don't know how they did that. So they had to lose money on the cost of shipping unless they use some sort of FOMO or whatever it's called, first class method, which I personally would not want to risk just in case it broke and then I have to deal with that. And they have free returns, so it's like, I don't know. In any case, there's one sold so far for not much money. And then here's another one. Here's our guy. Yay. That's what I'm talking about. $8.49 plus $10.89 shipping. So I could have that lower price and more shipping than it actually costs to ship it and make a little money on shipping if that's possible. I'm not sure if people do that or not, or ask a little more and lower the cost of shipping if I can figure out how to do $8 shipping. It is light. Let's see how much it weighs. It looks light. It felt light. It's delicate. It's porcelain, right? So turn on the scale, take out the piece of paper. We don't want to affect the weight. Let's see what it says. 10 ounces. All right. Yeah, I mean, if you didn't wrap it carefully at all and stuck it in a bag, you might be under 16 ounces, 15 ounces, but I don't think so. I wouldn't risk it. You've got to pack this thing carefully. It's porcelain. It's porcelain. Yeah. This was purchased for 99 cents. This is one of my cheapest purchases, so I do have a little bit more wiggle room than I did, say, for example, on those salt and pepper shakers, which were $4. So I'm not upset with this purchase. If I can find it for 99 cents, I'll probably buy it again. And I will probably list it for $12 with best offer and 11 shipping or something like that. So I'm going to try to start at the higher end and be patient. And I just don't see a lot of these sold, though. That's one thing. They're not like, when they start, let me get rid of the word home. Pip mug. Pip porcelain. Porcelain. It's a weird spelling. You can see that Pip Oh, it's from Amsterdam. Well, that's kind of cool. That's something I want to add to the description. See, here's our mug. Oh my gosh, look at this. Sold June 10, 2020 for $23.99 plus 5 shipping. I'll call it 5 shipping if you pay me $23.99. No problem. So yeah, there's potential for this. Look for the best comps. Don't underprice your items. That's my belief, because then you're just throwing away money, giving away stuff. It's, unless you're trying to, you know, make $1 here and $1 there, fast, and just turn over inventory. I think with these hard goods, they're easy to store once you have your system set up. They just sit there nicely, and be patient. But that's super awesome. So this is, I'm glad. And you have to change your search terms. You can't just, you know, if you can't find enough of something, try changing the words, like getting home out of it. See, they didn't have home in their title. Pip Home, they call it Pip Studio. But I love seeing that Amsterdam. I wonder if this one says Amsterdam on it somewhere. I'll have to get my loop and give it a good search, or ask somebody in the house with decent eyes to tell me what it says exactly. But you know, these are cool, and eventually they will probably go up in value because they're just so pretty, and they are porcelain, and they're from Amsterdam and not China. Nothing against China, but you know what I'm saying. It's less ubiquitous. So I think that maybe I'm not disappointed after all with this purchase. So far we're doing pretty good overall. Everything is going to make at least some money, I believe, when it sells. So far. Okay, next. King Arthur. King Arthur flower. All right, so now we're doing the King Arthur flower canister. And I like to start with actives just to see what I'm dealing with as far as immediate competition. This is a King Arthur flower ceramic crock style canister with lid 8 3/4 inches tall, according to one person. This one is different because it's only 6.5. So we want to make sure we're looking at the one with the red, that's 8 3/4. And the actives are $20 and up, 22, 24, plus shipping. Shipping ranges from $23 to $10. $20. Here's somebody asking $45, and they still want to charge shipping. The blue one is unique. Here's one that they're asking $30 with best offer. It was $36. So they've lowered the price, and they want $20 shipping. So there's a lot of actives. Nobody is asking less than $20. Oh, having said that, here's somebody listing it without the lid, and they want $16. So that's because it doesn't have the lid. Here's one where they're asking $45. All right, so let's look at the solds. Wait a minute, let me show you guys. In case you're new and you don't know how to do this, you go to the corner, you see where it says Advanced, right there. You click on that, and that takes you to this screen where you can do advanced search. And here I'm gonna just look for solds. And I believe it goes back 90 days. If you guys know if that's different, let me know in the comments below. Sorry, didn't mean to yell at you. So, okay, so this one somebody did an auction, and 2 people bid it up to $25 plus $20 shipping. So that's promising. Not that I would do an auction though. Auctions scare me. Somebody sold theirs for $49.95 with free shipping. Wow, I might consider free shipping. Again, sometimes I'll do free shipping or think about it if I know I can make a profit. Wow, how did they do that? That was just like yesterday, August 3rd. No, 2 days ago. Wow, $49.95. How did they do that? Why did somebody spend that much when they had all these other ones for less? Is it the same thing? Is this different? It's a 1 quart. Does this look different to you guys? Let's see the original listing. Show me original listing. Okay, so it seems like the red underneath is darker, or the whole red in general is darker than mine. But maybe that's just their lighting. I think it's the same thing. It's just their lighting made it darker. Yeah, that's all it is. It's just their lighting. Well, that's a hot tip. When I list it, I'll darken the color a little. I just, it seems to sell better for that higher price. Okay, so yeah, 25 with free shipping, 49 with free shipping, 20 plus shipping. Look how much somebody spent on shipping, $23.15 on shipping. So this is definitely worth more than 20 bucks. So how much did we pay for it again? $5. So that, I would say this is a good purchase. This is a win. This is a win. I paid $5. Well, and I should be able to sell it with shipping, plus shipping, without me having to pay shipping, buyer pay shipping, for $20 or better. And that's the plan on that one. So I'm going to make at least $15, not counting the listing fees. The cost of sales, whatever you have to pay to PayPal and eBay. So we're almost done. We just have 2 more items and then I can wrap this video up. Let's see what's next. Okay, remember this guy, the Illinois Land of Lincoln resin or high quality plastic, whatever this is called, plate with the 3 legs that I picked up for $3 and my phone had no power and I couldn't do any comps. And it's made in America and it has this funky signature that I can't read. Let's see if you can get it on the screen. Do you see that? Lugons Inc. Branson, Missouri. So let's see if we can find this on Target here. So we have our Land of Lincoln Lugons Inc. and we're going to see if we can find it. Land of Lincoln plate. I'll just type that in. Wait, don't forget. New browser. eBay. Because that way I can come back and find all this research already done and not have to do it twice. Land of Lincoln. Branson. Is it Branson or Branson? Branson. Oh, let's see if I can find it. Okay, there it is. And it's not exciting, but at least we know how to spell it. Lugons, Lugenes, and it's there's how many of these are there? Only 2, not too bad. And they're asking $6 and $8 with shipping or plus shipping. And let's see what the solds are. Search. There are 0 solds. Okay, so that means that I list it for more and wait for people to buy the 2 that are so super cheap and then have mine be the only one out there until somebody buys mine. There. And I paid $3 and I will probably be lucky to sell it for $10 plus shipping. So yeah, not the best. Not the best. Probably won't make much of a profit on this one, if any. unless it sells in a different platform. I would not be picking these up again. Just as a message to myself. Okay, so, but it is signed, and that makes it kind of cool, and it is made in America, so it's different, and who knows? Who knows? So that's it. The last thing I'm going to do is just weigh everything that I forgot to weigh. So we'll start with this plate, since I have it handy. And the plate is 14.49 ounces, so it's going to be probably 2 pounds once it's all wrapped up. Although it's unbreakable, I could put it in a big... And that completes this video. I hope you liked it, and I will do more of these because it helps me get through my pile. And now the next step, of course, in all of this is to photograph it and list it and then stick it somewhere where I can find it again when and if it sells. And that's the name of the game. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all soon.